All right, so we have Cole in town. He is gonna be here from now, which is the middle of June, until the games, which is awesome because since he joined us back in September, we've been fully remote. He's been here for the Open like you guys saw, and then quarterfinals, but it's been me with him every day in a remote position to where I just see videos that he posts. Hopefully I get a lot of videos on obviously lifting, but then some like some FaceTime stuff or like some live of him doing actual conditioning pieces. But as you guys can probably imagine, it's not the same as being in person. So if we can get him over the next 5 weeks to really dial in on those things that we couldn't over the last 8 months being in person, it's going to make him a completely different athlete, which, as you guys know, he's already in a great position. 22-year-old that's already doing the things that he's doing. It makes us more excited than we've been in a long time for a young athlete like this to come onto the scene. And then to add in the coaching that we can offer in person now, it's going to be a game changer for him. Even like, for example, this morning we were at the track and just seeing the little mechanics of his hip position or his knee position when he gets tired and he gets fatigued in the heat. Those are the things we don't see at home. So it's going to be great to have him next to Will, have him next to Saxon, and then obviously Brooke and Tia. It's just going to elevate his game. So even the small, little minute details where he was alone in a gym, those aren't going to fly anymore. We're going to be on top of him for everything. And you can bet that when he gets to Madison, he's going to be a different athlete than he was even at Syndicate, and a lot of people are going to be put on notice because of that.
Are you tired, Cole?
Just a little bit. I'm running on fumes, but I bet we all are. So we will get through today, and then we got one more day, and then rest day. Say the volume over a longer period of time, right? So when I'm at home, I sometimes finish training around 2 or 3 o'clock. And here I have to get used to longer breaks, almost as if it's like the CrossFit Games or a semifinal event. So it's different. I will say it is more humid at home, so this has been nice, but yeah.
Someone tell Brooke that that's very wide.
Top 3 movies.
Ooh, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, and then probably Thor Ragnarok.
So Marvel over DC?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, there's no question.
If you could be one, who are you gonna be?
Iron Man.
Is that where the stash comes from?
The facial hair, yeah. I'm doing my best. One day it'll be look like him.
Who's that? Nah, just joking. He is an awesome kid. I mean, like, he has definitely like stepped up to the challenge of, you know, embracing a completely new environment. He's also just got in and got the work done without complaining. He's put up some incredible numbers. You know, I've had the honor of training with a lot of incredible athletes, and some of his numbers far exceed what I've seen before. And I'm really excited to see what his future holds. Any
rookie tips? Because you probably won't talk to him much at the game, so if he watches this, what do you...
Yeah, if Cole was to watch this, you know, I think just back your ability, Cole. You know, you, like, everything that I've seen, not just in training, but actually like recovery, eating, he is pretty much all over it. He's definitely going to learn from experiences, and I think those experiences are only going to make him wiser and you know, a better athlete, and that naturally happens to everyone. But for this year's games, you know, going in there, backing his own ability and actually like attacking the workouts and you know, trusting in everything that he's done with, you know, Shane, Nick, and the proven crew, that should give him a lot of confidence going into this year as a rookie. And he's always eating. I'm always seeing him eat. So as long as he, you know, eats and recovers really well, there's not going to be much more that I can help him with.
How many of these are we ripping through daily?
Oh, 6 or 7. Yeah. A few 80 packs at Costco, probably 3 or 4, just to make sure that I don't run out. Because when I go in the pantry and I run out, it's a bad day. I'm trying to stay above 4,500 calories. While I'm training here, we usually get done around 7 o'clock, so it can be really hard to get all my food in. So when I get home, it's very important that I work on that, and even possibly go to Chipotle and just get a free 2,000 calories because they go down pretty quick. So.
Do you enjoy that part of it?
Oh, for sure. The eating is fun. And then when you feel great waking up because of how much food you ate, it's a plus.
Cole GREASHABER is right here in front of me, so I have to be selective in my wording. No, honestly, it's refreshing to see the new generation come through and be so open-minded, right? And to see how he responds to feedback, and honestly, like this morning we had a track session, and what was really exhilarating and fun to see is entering or giving him a cue, and then he would really take that on board and try to adjust that and ask for more once that was done. Well, how was that? How did that look, right? And sometimes when you're caught up in being young, you just want fast times. You want quick results, but for him to know that it's a long-term plan, I think that's really refreshing for the coach. From the numbers and the results that he's putting in, for sure. If they make the mistake of programming the right event for Cole, he's just going to blow it right out of the water. No questions, no problem about that. I'm confident in that. But my approach would be to find some form of consistency over the weekend, right? And I think he knows that, and I think that Nick knows that, and that's the goal, right? To produce a great week of results. But yes, I think fortunately we're in a great position. We've got more athletes who made the game, so coaching and dividing our time across the athletes has been a more of a critical component this year than last, and how we've worked that out. For the most part, it's just been more organic or natural, but obviously Nick's working closely with Cole for sure throughout the progressions, and Cole's been a great ambassador for our Prove and Compete. He's come through the ranks and showed promising signs, just following the compete track to the point where now he's a games athlete. That gives us a lot of confidence and reassurance that we know what we're doing with the compete development, and given that the history already, it's a great relationship that we want to carry on. For the likes of the other athletes, I'm working obviously closer with Tia. I'm going to work closely with Brooke for that matter as well, just given that they're in the same field and they generally find themselves in a heat time. And then we have Dwight. Dwight's going to work closely with Will and Saxon for that matter for the same situation. Having said all that, I'm going to do my best to spread my time and see them all consistently. Generally invested a lot with Saxon as well, a lot of outside development as well, so I'll be certainly involved in that, and with Will's development as well, given his veteran experience. So I think it's the best way to manage it for us is just how I see a lot of the concerns is just because they may have the women going over at this event and the men over there, so that's going to be the challenging component. But I think we've got some ideas and plays already how to manage that.